Welcome back, dear students and friends. We were discussing this chapter number 7. It is structural organization in animals. In this chapter till now we have finished the first kind of a tissue from the 4 available tissues present in the animals, and that is epithelial tissue. Now today we have to focus on the second kind of a tissue. It's called as connective tissue. So today we will learn regarding this connective tissue. So what is this connective tissue? Connective tissue, the name itself suggests, it's for connection. They are responsible for maintaining a linkage between the two cells or between the organs. So this is a function of this connective tissue. So what is the function of this connective tissue? The connective tissue function is it maintains linkage between cells and organs. So this is the function you can find in the connective tissue. Now we have a different kinds of a connective tissue are there. So what are the different kinds of connective tissues are there? There are different kinds of connective tissue. The first one, you can say that it is a loose connective tissue. Clear? This is the first one, loose connective tissue. The second kind of a connective tissue, it's called as dense connective tissue. And the third one, it's called as specialized connective tissue. So these are the 3 types of connective tissue. Loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and the specialized connective tissue. Whatever the kind of connective tissue it is, it consists of the 2 things. One is the cells, and the second thing is the fibers which are released from it. So it consists of these 2 things, cells and the fibers. Even these fibers, they are going to be released by the cell itself. Okay? And what are the fibers? These fibers are made up of a protein called as collagen and elastin. In fiber, either of these protein is present, either collagen or the elastic protein is present, and these fibers are secreted by the cells. So they contain the cells, and this cell secretes the fibers. Even this cell also secretes the polysaccharides. What it secretes? It secretes polysaccharide. Clear? This polysaccharide, it forms or it occupies a space between the cells and the fibers. Between a cell and the fiber, there is a gap, there is a space that is going to be occupied by the material, okay, which is secreted by the cell itself. And this material is a polysaccharide, which it forms, you can say that ground material, or you can say that it is forming the matrix. Clear? So cell secretes a polysaccharide that forms the matrix or the ground material. So these are the components they are present into a connective tissue. So I am again repeating, whatever the kind of connective tissue it is, loose, dense and the specialized connective tissue, it consists of cells, and this cell secretes the fibers. Fibers can be of 2 types, collagen and the elastic. Okay, they give a strength, flexibility, elasticity, okay, to that respective tissues. Okay, the cell also secretes material which is made up of a polysaccharides that forms a ground material or the matrix, and that occupy the space between the cells and the fibers. So this is what happens in the usual or the normal structures of a connective tissue. No doubt there are few connective tissue even which do not have enough fibers in their structure, like a blood. Okay, and they all forms under the specialized connective tissue. They have some special modifications, and that's why they are specialized connective tissue. Okay, so this is the 3 different types of connective tissue and its composition. Now we have to learn each and every type of a connective tissue. So let us first start with the first kind of a connective tissue. It is loose connective tissue. So let's start with the first one, loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue. Here the name itself suggests loose connective tissue. Here the cells and the fibers, they are arranged loosely. They contains the cells, they contains the fibers, they arrange loosely. Means there is a too much gap in between the cells and the fibers, which is occupied by the ground substance and the matrix. Okay, so they are present scattered. They are present scattered. Like just for an example, suppose if I am showing you that this is a tissue. This is just a one section what we are observing under a microscope. Here the cell is present, here the cell is present, and here the cell is present. Now these are the fibers present like this. These are the fibers. So here you can see it contains the cells and the fibers, but there is a lot of ground material or the matrix is present. There is a too much gap in between them. Means they are loosely packed. That's why we are calling it as loose connective tissue. Okay. There are two types of a loose connective tissue. There are two types of a loose connective tissue which are important one. So let us first discuss regarding the loose connective tissue. The first variety of a loose connective tissue, it is called as areolar connective tissue. Which one is a areolar connective tissue? I am not writing the tissue, you just assume. The second one is called as adipose connective tissue. Okay, it is adipose connective tissue. So two types of a loose connective tissue, areolar connective tissue, and the second one is called as adipose connective tissue. This areolar connective tissue that is present below the skin, it is present beneath the skin, or it is present below the skin. Okay, this is the location where it can be found. This is the areolar connective tissue. Like the other connective tissue, they are also made up of cells and the fibers. So which type of cells they are present over here? Here you can find the fibroblast, second macrophage, and third mast cell. These three variety of the cells you can find into an areolar connective tissue. Fibroblast, macrophages, and the mast cell, they are present. Now you also know that this cell secretes a fibers. So here the cell which secretes a fiber is the fibroblast. Fibroblast, it's a cell that secretes a fiber. Both kind of the fiber that are secreted by it, collagen fibers as well as the elastin fiber. So this is the function of the fibroblast. Now the another cell you can find in the areolar connective tissue is the macrophage, and that is responsible for fighting against the antigenic material, or ensure that provide you immunity. It protects that internal organs. Okay, so this is the macrophages. And last is the mast cell. This mast cell, it releases the certain chemicals like histamine, serotonin, etc. So this is the function of the cells you can find into an areolar connective tissue. And the fibers in them are secreted by the fibroblast cells. So this is regarding the areolar connective tissue which is present below the skin. Now the next kind of a loose connective tissue, it's an adipose connective tissue. This adipose connective tissue is also present below the skin. It is also present beneath the skin. Okay, and here it also contains a fibroblast. The cells present in there is also a fibroblast which secretes a fibers. But along with that, you can find a specialized cells in the adipose connective tissue. We are calling it as adipocytes. These cells are such that it has a capacity to store the fat material. It can store the fat. Okay, so like below the skin there is a fat. Okay, or below your tummy there is a fat. That fat is stored into an adipocytes. And adipocytes are the cell of adipose connective tissue. So there are specialized cells that are present into adipose connective tissue, like adipocytes, which have a characteristic to store a fat material. Okay, so this is called as adipose connective tissue. So these are the two types of loose connective tissue, areolar connective tissue, and the second one is called as adipose connective tissue. Okay, both are present below the skin where there is a loose arrangement can be found between the cells and the fibers. Now the second type of a connective tissue, it's a dense connective tissue. So let's discuss regarding the second kind of a connective tissue. It's a dense. So it's a dense connective tissue. Here there is not a loose arrangement, it is a compact arrangement, it's a dense arrangement. That's why we are calling it as dense connective tissue. Here there is not too much gap between the cells and the fibers. That's why we are calling it as dense connective tissue. This dense connective tissue can further classify into two types. First is called as dense regular, and the second one is called as dense irregular. There are two kinds of dense connective tissue, dense regular and the second one is called as dense irregular. What is the difference between them? It also have the same structure like the other connective tissue, cells and the fibers. But what is the difference? Here the fibers, they are arranged in a proper regular manner and arranged in the row fashions. Like suppose this is a section what we are observing. It contains the cells. And here the fibers, they are arranged like this. They are arranged specifically in the rows and they are arranged regularly. It is a spatial regular arrangement, you can see like this. Okay, so this is called as dense regular tissue. Okay, like for an example, here tendon. This tendon, it's kind of a dense regular tissue. It's a connection between the skeletal muscle and the bone. It's a connection between the muscle and the bone. We are calling it as tendon. Similarly, the ligament. Ligament, it's a joint or connection between the two bones. One bone is connected with another bone. It's with a ligament. So the tendon and the ligament, they are the kind of dense regular tissue. Okay, where a regular arrangement can be found. Tendon, remember, it's a joint between muscle and a bone, and the ligament, it's a joint between or connection between two bones. Okay, so this is a kind of a dense regular. Now in case of a dense irregular, like suppose this is a dense irregular, here the cells are present, but the fibers are present scatteredly, like this. They are not a regular arrangement. Fibers are present scatteredly. So this is called as dense irregular tissues. In both the cases, the cells present here are mostly the fibroblast. Okay, and the fiber that is secreted into a dense irregular tissue, I am telling you the name of fiber which is secreted, it is a collagen. Okay, the collagen fibers, it is not elastin, it's a collagen fiber that is secreted. So this is regarding the dense connective tissue, dense regular and dense irregular. The major difference is, in one case, in regular case, there is a regular arrangement of a fiber. In another case, there is an irregular arrangement of a fiber. Okay, so this is the second type of connective tissue, dense connective tissue. Now the third kind of a connective tissue, it's a specialized connective tissue. So now I am moving ahead with the third type, it's a specialized connective tissue. Specialized connective tissue. There are three types of a specialized connective tissue. It's a spatial. Okay, there are three types of the specialized connective tissue. The first one, it's called as cartilage. The second one is a bone. So remember, the bone is a tissue, not an organ. Many students are making a wrong interpretation. Bone is an organ, but bone is not an organ, it's a tissue. And the third one, it's a blood. So these are the specialized connective tissue, cartilage, bone and the blood. Now, what is the special in them? The cartilage connective tissue, usually if you see this connective tissue, whatever it may be, loose or the dense, they are soft in nature. Here, this cartilage, it's a solid. Okay? Why it is solid? Because it's a ground material, or the matrix is a solid and the liable. Okay, the matrix is the solid and the liable. This is the reason. Okay, it is somewhat hard comparable to a soft connective tissue or the other connective tissues what we have discussed previously. Here the cells are present. Which cells are present? The specialized cells are present, what we are calling as chondrocytes. These are the cells which is present in it, cartilage. It also contains the fibers, but here the ground material or the matrix is the most important characteristic, which is a solid and the liable. It is not as soft as the other tissue. Same thing, it is not even as hard as a bone, but it is intermediate between a soft and very hard. Okay, I will show you the examples. So which are the examples? So these cartilages, they are present at the tip of a nose, or you can say that it is present into an external ear or outer ear. Clear? And it is also present between vertebral column. It is also present between the vertebral column. Like say, it is a not hard, not soft. Like say, it is a tip of a nose. It is a hard, but not that much hard. It is a liable. The ground material or matrix is liable, and that's why it can easily move. Similarly, the external ear, this one, or the gap between the two vertebral column or bones of vertebral column, this is made up of cartilages. When there is an embryo, there is a lots of cartilages are present in the human body during the embryo stage. As the embryo converts into an adult one, these cartilages are converted into a bones and they are becoming a hard. Okay, and thus there is a development of a bone takes place. So this is called as cartilage. Now, the another kind of a specialized connective tissue, it's called as a bone. Clear? So in the case of a bone, if you see it's a ground material of the matrix, it is a solid, okay, and it is non-liable. Okay, so you cannot move like this. You cannot move like this. It is not as soft like this. So it is a non-liable. It's a solid, very hard. Okay, so such kind of a material you can find as a ground substance in case of a bone. Here also specialized cells are present. These specialized cells, here the name of a cells are osteocytes. In cartilage the cells present are the chondrocytes. In case of a bone the cells present are the osteocytes. These chondrocytes, they are present in the special cavities. Similarly, these osteocytes are also present into a cavities, what we call it as lacunae. Okay, these osteocytes, they are surrounded by the lacunae or they are present in the lacunae. Okay, this is the characteristic you can find in the bone. It is a hard. So what is its function? The main function of the bone is to provide the supporting framework. We can stand up like this because the support is provided, or I can stand like this because here the support is provided by the bones. Otherwise, it goes down like this. Okay, but who will provide, or why I can stand erect? Because it is a presence of a bone. It provides a structural framework. It provides a structural framework. Okay, even these bones are also responsible for a movement. I can move from one place to another place. Okay, or even I can speak like this. It is a movement. So that is also due to a bone. Okay, the bone, they also helps in the movement. So this is the second function. And the third function, the bone marrow that is present in the bone, they helps in the formation of a blood cell. Okay, so these are the three functions. First function, you can say that it is providing a structural framework. It is responsible for a movement, and the bone marrow present in the bone responsible for formation of a blood cells, or it is a site for blood cell formation. So this is called as bone. Okay, so this is the second kind of a specialized connective tissue called as bone. Now the third kind of a connective tissue, specialized connective tissue, it's called as blood. If you see the blood contains the cells, but it does not contain the fibers. Okay, so here the blood is you have to remember that it is a fluid connective tissue. There are only two fluid connective tissue. One is a blood and the second one is a lymph. But as per syllabus, you just have to remember the one, that is a blood. The other one is also present. It is not given in the book. It is a lymph. It is also a fluid connective tissue. So these are the only connective tissue which are fluid in nature or liquid in nature. So when you ask regarding write a lot on fluid connective tissue, you have to write regarding the blood. So it is a fluid connective tissues. It do not contain fibers, but it contains cells. So which cells are present in it? The first cell is the RBC, red blood cell or erythrocytes. The second kind of a cell is the WBC, white blood cell, or you can also call it as leukocyte. And the third kind of a cell is called as platelets. okay, which is also called as thrombocytes. So there are three types of the cells you can find in the blood: RBCs, WBC and the platelets. Apart from these cells, you can also find the liquid, and we are calling this liquid as a plasma. The plasma is the liquid portion which is present in the blood. Okay, so this is called as a plasma, which mainly contains a water, but along with the water it contains nutrients, waste, or you can say gases, proteins. They are present in it. This is the plasma. So blood contains the plasma and the cells. Cell are of three types: RBC, WBC, platelet, or in other term you can say that erythrocyte, leukocyte and thrombocyte. And the plasma contains mainly water, more than 90% water, and in remaining 1 to 10% there is a presence of proteins, nutrients, waste, gases, etc. are present in it. So this is regarding the specialized connective tissue. So here students, today we have discussed regarding the connective tissue, and till now we have finished the two tissues found in the animal. First epithelial tissue and the second one is connective tissue. Now we will start the third type of a tissue, that is a muscular tissue, in the next session. Till then students, keep learning, keep watching, like and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching.